on our, celebrates our 9th birthday, which means we're entering the 10th year of Babbis, which is really wonderful. We started as a somewhat smaller support group. There probably were, 15 to maybe 20 people at that first meeting, and now we're averaging between 50 and 60 people at every single meeting, which is kind of exciting for us.
Is there anyone here from the first meeting?
Is there anybody who is here besides me who was at that very first meeting? We do have a lot of folks who kind of who come and go at different meetings. That's a very good question, Robert.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
We usually have a separate facilitated family caregiver group. That facilitator is away this session, but we will be starting that again in February. We usually invite family and friends at around 10:30 after announcements to join our facilitator, Terry, in the room next door. So if this is your first meeting and you are a family member and wonder about that, that will resume in February. So, but today everybody's going to be in the same room. And certainly family members are welcome to stay in the main discussion room. You don't have to go into the separate room, but that's a choice that you have. We do have focused topics every month. We're having our planning committee meeting next week, and hopefully we'll be able to give you a listing of what looks like kind of the year's schedule coming up for 2010. So that will be a good thing to do. Trying to think if there are other announcements. Let's say it is our birthday. We do have a little bit of a birthday celebration at the end of the meeting. Everybody should have one raffle ticket. We're going to do a couple of small little raffle items just kind of for fun since it's the Babbis birthday. And Lauren, who is part of our planning committee, is going to. Are we missing something? There are more raffle tickets, I say. Is going to be, we figured, talking about goals for the new year would be a good way to start out the new year, so that is our topic for today.
Hello.
Do you have one of these yet? So if you can stay.
What your name?
We have a little bit of cake and
I'm
at the end
Matthew.
we'll do the raffle tickets. Do you have a question back there?
I needed a raffle ticket.
Oh, okay. You can get a raffle ticket. Everybody should have a raffle ticket. And hopefully everybody's signed in. I know it's a little cumbersome this morning. We've got different forms.
You have
a ticket? One is filling out.
Yeah, I have my
Next time, if you've been here before, there'll be
ticket.
a check-in so that they have everybody's, information. But thank you for everybody cooperating with that. All right, I guess without further ado, I'm going to pass it along to Lauren, who's going to lead our main part of our discussion.
Great, thanks, Sally. So just two quick things before I get started. I'm not going to use a microphone or anything, so if you can't hear me at any point, just kind of give me a little one of these or something, and I'll try and speak up, but I'd prefer not to use the microphone so I can kind of move around a little bit. Second thing is I have a kind of activity that I'd like everyone to be able to do at the end is kind of applying what I'm going to talk about today. So just with that, so that we can get to the activity, if everyone could try and save your questions for the end, so we can make sure to get to that, and obviously the cake too, right? Priorities, there's cake. Hopefully that's good motivation to maybe save your questions for the end. So on that note, like Sally said, the topic for today, we figured, right, January, new year, thinking about kind of setting realistic goals. So when I was preparing for this, I read this statistic that only approximately 19% of people keep their New Year's resolutions. So I don't say that to kind of start this topic on a Debbie Downer note that, I think that statistic shows that, I think New Year's resolutions and setting goals kind of have this stigma of, people I think start to think of, well, I'm not going to keep it anyways, so why bother, right? Why bother set a goal? I'm not even going to be able to keep it.
Yeah.
So hopefully, my expectation for the talk today is that by the end, everyone will kind of learn that, there are a lot of reasons to bother. And also, if you can create the goals for yourself in the way that I'm going to teach you today, it's going to set you up to be successful, so you kind of fall in that 19% of people that keep their New Year's resolution. Okay? So kind of the first thing I was thinking was, what is a goal? Right? A goal is, something that you want to achieve. It's a desired endpoint, kind of a mark that you want to get to.